It's our first morning out and about. We left Cala Domingos, where we're staying, here in Mallorca, and we've driven, I don't know, about 30 kilometres, was it, Jules?
Yeah, we just drove a slight diversion for Porto Cristo, wasn't it? Just to see what that was like.
And we've got a classic Mediterranean sea mist at the moment. This gentleman wants to be in the film, so we'll give him a quick opportunity to do that. But apart from the sea mist, obviously there's a lovely blue sky, as you can see at the moment. Calabona is a classic Med fishing village turned into a holiday resort. So a nice little inlet, very calm. Now there's lots of hotels and apartments here and street cafes and so on, as you can see. Some sort of big ferry coming in. I don't know if it's coming from another island or what, and I presume it's going to dock where all those people are waiting. Saturday morning, someone launching, or no, he's just recovered his fishing boat actually out of the water by the looks of it. Yeah, draining the water. And then these are interesting, these little boats here. Julie did a bit of research and she was telling me they're called louts, L-A-U-T, and they're based on an Egyptian design from, how far back was it? A long time ago.
Didn't say, yeah, just the Egyptian design.
So there's a few of them all in a line there.
That's a glass bottom boat. It's coming in.
Ah, okay. Lots of people on it. I wonder where they've come from. Maybe they've just come along the coast. As always in harbours, you've got loads of mullets swimming about.
Not very deep, is it?
No, really shallow here. So this is Can Pica Fort, Jules. How far have we come?
About 30 kilometres, is it, along the coast?
30 kilometres along the coast, round the corner. This is a lovely white sandy beach. And then right around the corner in the bay there, you can see Alcudia, which is where we're headed next. We just thought we'd film a little bit here. It's so calm compared to the beaches at home, isn't it?
I know, the temperature's risen now. What are we on, about 26?
Yeah, I think 26, 27. That sea mist has gone now. It's coming up to 20 to 12.
Very aqua, isn't it, the colour of the water? It's quite inviting.
I think this time of the year it's quite cool, but in midsummer it becomes quite a bit warmer than at home in Lanzarote. We've seen some nice hotels here, lots of bars and restaurants, supermarkets.
And bigger properties like villas, wasn't it?
Yeah.
As well, coming down to the beach.
It's day 2 in Mallorca. This is Cala d'Or, which is south of where we were staying at Cala Domingos. And it's really typical of Mallorca, lovely little sandy beaches in small inlets or calas like this. And they all seem to have a cracking beach bar on them, like the one we're looking at now. Come down into the port of Cala d'Or now. Very nice. What do you think, Julie?
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? I like the sculptures. You've got lots of fish and
Crabs
mermaids and
and
crabs
things, yeah.
around the place. Big boats. Quite a lot of British names.
Yeah, and we've seen a few British registered cars here as well, haven't we? So we've seen a few shops, bars and restaurants along here. Place selling boats, jet ski hire. Oh, there's a Polish registered BMW there. Marinas are always so international, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, look at that West Steakhouse.
Old West. Oh. But very pretty. The houses around here remind me of Lanzarote. They're all sort of cubes with white walls, aren't they?
Yeah, and not very high rise, is it?
Yeah. There's the port pub, yeah. Gastro boat with Chef Nico Rossa on board. That was interesting. I'll rent a boat here for €375. So we moved our location now to a hotel in Palma, and this is the beautiful Cathedral of Palmer. We're about 7 kilometres from here. We drove in this morning. There's car parking right in front of this fountain, beautifully located, and we're going to have a wander around and see what we can find here. Climb the steps to the cathedral. There's the customs house. You can see all the cruise ships in the harbour there, and there's a beautiful view across here around to the fountain we saw earlier. That's gorgeous, that square down there, Julie, isn't it?
Yeah. Is it a fort or have been a fort?
I think it might have been a fort. Those look like stable doors. So maybe horses were kept here at one time. What a beautiful place. This is the medieval centre of Old Palma. Lots of nice shops here. I'm just heading into Plaza, well, we would call it Plaza Mayor. Here they call it Placa Mayor, but I think they pronounce the C cedilla as an S, so it's probably Plaza. It's just a short walk, about 250 250 metres from the cathedral we were at earlier. It's quite a big plaza. Not particularly ornate. As always, there are market stalls in the middle of it. Loads of ferries in today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 I can see, and one heading out to sea. Obviously the ferry service between the mainland and the Balearics is the lifeline of the islands. Around here we've got the main tower of the round castle. Looking down onto the port from which the attacks could have come. National Museum Day here, and that's why there are loads of school parties. There's even an Italian football team here visiting today. All museums in Spain are free on International Museum Day. And here's the underside of those columns. Just beautifully done. I'll just show you briefly inside the chapel. Give you a flavour of what they're like inside these rooms. And there are various exhibitions as you walk around. Very low lintels on the doorways. This is the medieval walled city of Alcudia, dating from the 13th century. And there's a massive church here, as you can see.
The street when I head down this historic street here.
Ah, brilliant. Should we have a walk down there then? It's very peaceful here, isn't it? Yeah, there's a well. And the walls are castellated. By the way, I've left my gimbal in the car, so if this particular section is a bit shaky, I apologise. Got typical Mallorquin products here. Beautiful flowers on the top. So the language here in Mallorca is kind of weird, isn't it, Jules? It's Mallorquin is where you park your car, by the way. Is like a version of Catalan, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not close to Spanish, is it?
No, not at all. But we found everyone does speak Spanish, so we're managing all right. But it is weird when you look at road signs and stuff like that; they just don't seem to compute. So pretty. We were just saying it reminds us of Kotor in Montenegro. Kind of has that feel to it. So this will be the central square in Alcudia, and it's just beautiful. Really nicely preserved. Lovely, lovely old medieval town.
Well, that's the swifts under the balcony.
Ah, yeah, we can see them flying into
House Martins.
either House Martins or Swifts. And on the top of that one, there are a couple of olive trees. So this is one of the gates into Alcudia. And there are some remains of the original wall over there. Well, here we are in at Playa del Palma. We're staying about 2.5k from here, Jules.
Yeah.
Yeah, we walked all along the beachfront here, 3k out to Playa Serenal. So this is like 4.5 kilometres of the most beautiful sandy beach.
Very white sand, isn't it?
Yeah, but not very deep beach.
About 30 metres to
Yeah.
the sea, so quite a narrow strip.
Lovely blue Mediterranean. And all along here there are, we call them chiringuitos, but they've got a different name for them.
Balineros.
Balineros. So they're like,
16, 17 of them.
yeah. And this particular bit we're in now is quite noisy, as you can hear. It's a very German. In fact, probably, well, everywhere we've been, we went into a bar, we went into shops, people immediately start speaking to us in German because we look like tourists. And neither of us speak German, so we've switched to Spanish nearly every time, which is quite funny. And it really fooled the guy trying to flog us sunglasses because he didn't speak Spanish, did he? So it's a lovely walk along here, beautiful beach.
The bit in the middle there, look, it's for cyclists and scooters?
Yeah, so you've got that middle lane is for cyclists, scooters and the occasional car. You've got a nice walkway on both sides. There are beach clubs along here where you can go in and use the swimming pools and have some food and stuff. Lots of nice restaurants. So by the time we finish this bit, to get back to our hotel, we'll have done, what, 6 or 7k. It's hot as well, isn't it? It's 31 degrees at the moment. And supposedly getting hotter over the next couple of days, although we move across to the mainland on tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I know.
Yeah. So it's got a real party atmosphere here. I said to you the other little bit earlier that it feels like a Saturday, doesn't it? Even though it's a Thursday.
Yeah, it is. And quite, well, small groups, I think, of boys, well, males and females, isn't there? But they're small groups.
Rather than couples.
Rather than couples.
Yeah. But I'd definitely come back here. I do like this area. I like Palma, the city. And the hotel we're staying in is the, remind me, Iberostar?
Bahia de Palma.
Bahia de Palma.
A really nice rooftop swimming pool, some sunbeds and a bar up there, and then a main swimming pool down on the ground floor.
I'd highly recommend the hotel. It's good. It just has that Iberostar sort of
relaxed, good service feel.
Yeah. So there you go. Our last full day in Palma, and tomorrow we head over to Barcelona. And we'll no doubt get you some film from there.